Hello students, welcome in another session of XII Computer Science Paper 1. So let us proceed chapter 3 C++ session 3. Student, in the previous video or in the last video we discussed about procedural and object oriented programming language and features of object oriented programming language. What are the disadvantage of procedural or language? What are the problems, etc. Now in this video we will study about definition of object oriented programming language and concepts related to object oriented programming language. So let us first see definition of object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming is an approach that provides a way of modularizing programs by creating partition memory area for both data and functions that can be used as templates for creating copies of such modules on demand. Now you know what is object. An object is divided into that's characteristic and its behavior. Every object owns its characteristics and behavior. Characteristics is nothing but data and behavior is nothing but function. So in object oriented programming language, it is a modularizing program and memory divided into data and function, and that data and function you can use as a template, means you can use anywhere in program more than one types. Okay, this is the definition of object oriented programming language. Now see following concepts related to object oriented programming. First is object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, data abstraction and encapsulation. These are the concepts are related to object oriented programming language. Now student, let us see one by one in detail meaning of these all concepts. Now see first object. Just let us revise object. What is object? It is a basic runtime entity. It is any living or non-living thing. Every object has its own characteristic or attributes and its behavior. So characteristic or attributes nothing but data and behavior nothing but its function. So it is called as object. See, program objects should be chosen such that they match closely with the real world object, means it is a living or non-living thing. For example, it may be person, a place, a bank account, a table of data or any atom, etc. This is the example of objects. Now next concept is class. Class is a template. Class is a template where we define object. Now see, class is a user defined data type. I think you know data types in C++. So class is a user defined data type. Objects contains data and code to manipulate that data, means it is also called as function. The entire set of data and code of an object can made a user defined data type, that is class. Means student, class is a way to bind data and its associated functions together. See, this is a very important statement. Class is a way to bind data and its associated functions together. Means object contains data and functions and that bind data and its associated function using user defined data type means class. Now object is a variable of type class. See, object is a variable, then what is the data type of that object? Is a class. Class is a data type of object. Once class is defined, we can create any number of objects belonging to that class. Means student, suppose you can create a class, okay? Suppose create a one class, and in that class you can create more than one objects, means any number of objects belonging to that class. Means just like suppose you declare in data type. In data type, suppose you can declare so many variables on same data type. Okay, suppose int a, b, c, d. Okay, means you can declare more than one variable for in data type. Same like here, you can, if class is defined, once class is defined, then you can declare many objects belonging to that class. For example, mango, banana, apple are members of class fruit. Means suppose fruit is a class. Then in fruit class, mango, banana, apple, these are the fruits in that class. Again, take one more example. Suppose your class is 12B science class. In 12B class, total students are 80. Means these 80 are objects, and 12B is a class. Understood student? What is a class? Now next is a inheritance. Inheritance means what do you mean by inheritance? Inheritance is the mechanism of deriving, means build a new class from an existing one. Existing one means old class, is called as inheritance. This is the definition of inheritance. The new class referred to as a derived class, and existing or old class referred to as a base class. This is called as inheritance. In inheritance, see the example. Inheritance means you can create a new class from base class. You can create a derived class from base class. New class, it is also called as derived class, and old class, it is also called as or referred as a base class. Means, see example, derived flying bird and non-flying bird class from original bird class. This is the example of inheritance. Students, this topic we are detailed see on later. Okay. Now see polymorphism. Polymorphism means the ability to take more than one form. What is a polymorphism? Polymorphism means the ability to take more than one form. Due to polymorphism, a single function name can be able to handle different numbers and different types of arguments. Different types of arguments means, suppose in any class or in any program you can create a more than one function, means same name of function but different types of argument. Just see one example. Suppose here consider a operation of addition. Okay, consider a operation of addition for two numbers, addition of two numbers. The operation will generate a sum. If number will take, then operation will generate a sum. But if the operands are strings, means input are strings, then operation will produce third string by concatenation. Understood student? Means addition is the same name, function name is same, but operation is a different. Due to polymorphism, a single function name can be able to handle different numbers and different types of argument. Take one more example. See, suppose area of triangle and area of circle. You can define same function name area. Okay, area of circle or area of rectangle. In area of circle, pi r square means 3.14 into r into r. This is a circle formula, and rectangle length into breadth. May arguments are different in both function. Function name is same but arguments are different. This is called as polymorphism. Understood, student? Now next is a encapsulation or data binding. Encapsulation or data binding. The wrapping up of data and its associated functions together under a single unit is called as encapsulation. Encapsulation means wrapping up of data and its associated function together under a single unit is called as encapsulation. Means binding a data. It is called as binding a data. Keeping details private is called information hiding. Information hiding means student while providing access to an object only through its message while keeping the details private is called information hiding. Means now you know data is not safe in procedural language, but in the object oriented programming language I can protect my data from the external user. This concept is nothing but encapsulation. Understood, student? This concept is nothing but encapsulation. The definition is how to define it is hiding of data. I can hide data from external user, or how to hide the data by using private keyword. If you can declare any data or function inside the private, then that data or function is a hiding from other external user. So whatever data write inside the private key, that data hide from the external user. Understood, student? This is a encapsulation. Information hiding is the process of hiding all the details of an object and that do not contribute to its essential characteristics. It is called as data binding and encapsulation. What is the advantage of this? The data is hidden from outside world or hence from accidental notification or modification. Main is data is hidden from outside world. It is called as encapsulation or data binding. Now last concept is data abstraction. Now data abstraction means abstraction refers to the act of representing essential features without including the background details of explanation. See, act of representing essential features without including the background details of explanation. Without explaining background details means, now suppose if I driving a car, then I concentrate only on what is the basic fundamentals or what is basic functionalities means basic functions which will using driving a car. I want to bother about car engine, how to make car and all. So I will give only focus essential the details of car. The essential details act as a background details means how my car is made up of or car engine. Okay, I don't want these things, but I want only focus basic functionalities which is necessary to driving a car. Same concept here. Whatever you writing a program, just representing essential features without including the background details. It is called as data abstraction. They encapsulate all the essential properties of the object that are to be created. Okay, whatever writing data using this data capsule in encapsulation means binding of data and its functionalities, that essential properties of the object that are to be created. Understood, student? These all concepts. This is a first is object, then class, then polymorphism, inheritance, data abstraction and encapsulation. Now this is assignment 1 for this chapter. Okay, complete this assignment and send me. Thank you. Now end of this session 3 of chapter C++. Thank you, student.